Okay, so we tried to ride the Ride of Resistance, and it was a total fail because I tried to run to the monorail to get scanned because supposedly the tickets, you could get them when you're inside the monorail because they're kind of like max passes. That was a fail because everybody knew, and then the monorail got filled up by 8:05. So be mindful of that if you're trying to do the monorail thing. It ain't gonna work if you're not there at 7:30, locked in, waiting for the monorail. And then afterwards, I tried to talk to guest service, and there was nothing they could do. They kept saying like, you just need to find a good hot spot at 8 o'clock exactly so that you can reserve your spot. And we weren't here exactly 8 o'clock, so we got screwed. But now I'm eating bacon and asparagus. Actually, this is really good. Bacon and asparagus. So we're just gonna make the best of it and embrace the Lunar Year and capture everything that's happening. This school is so good. I separated from my family because I was too hungry and I couldn't wait. I was crying because I was so hungry. I was being dramatic. I wasn't prepared for the setbacks. For the possibility that we weren't going to be able to get a boarding pass. Wow. That's good. Mm-hmm. This is my first time eating here. I've been wanting to try this for so long. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good.
Right over there. I agree it's not doing much, but that's not my problem. Besides, yeah, the sign there. Help wanted. Yes. Help wanted. They need help repairing the speeder. Ever since the stormtrooper showed up, the mechanic went missing. I know. The garrison, they kind of took over that whole area. They put their flags up, big red flags.
We'll try to go get them.
What does it do? It just looks,
Not look back.
just looks scary? Oh. So 30 bucks. Pretty interesting. Oh, this looks like the Abominable Snowman. That guy.
You know who this is actually? I'm not gonna say, but you know.
Oh my gosh.
Holy crap, look at this weird looking thing.
Opens his mouth. It looks like one of those water. Ooh! Ooh, what the move? Oh, this is the guy. This guy, everybody likes the guy. Everybody likes this guy. I'm used to seeing this guy, but that's the first time I see the colorful one over there. Oh my gosh, that looks really scary. I wonder if these animals exist somewhere.
Yeah.
can you tell?
How can you tell? That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe that's the whole reason. They don't want you to know how to tell.
I want to tell.
You can't tell. It's too hard. Because with the Legos, usually what we do, we're trying to feel it. You don't know what you're going to get. Unless you get one and you kind of feel it, and then you make sure you don't feel the same one you already have. So we're totally obsessed with these. This is another one for your shoulder. Similar to the ones over there. Look at that.
Oversized bags, right?
What size?
The oversized.
Hey, you took it away.
This one's green.
Like that huge.
All right. So Xavier opened it, and you got what?
I got the one I wanted.
Which is Tower of Terror, right? Because for us, we don't have Tower of Terror here in California.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. We have Gardens of the Galaxy.
We like it a lot though.
Yeah. Let me see. Show it. How much is it?
$10.
$10, but with discount, it was $9.56 or $69.
It was $9.69.
And he only has 10%.
No, 15.
Oh, 15, yeah. Because some people might have 20%, so you might get it for like $8.70 something. So now we're going. I don't know where we're going. They have Valentine's Day stuff. It's Valentine's Day mini. If you guys are interested, it's all the way over here, and I'm sure there's stuff at Disneyland, but this is cute. You know, for you people that like to go to Disneyland a lot, like me.
How many is the restaurant?
No hat. Okay, so that's how little it is.
It is?
Exactly, right?
No mames, they give me food fat. You're so fat.
I don't know, but we literally waited like 30 minutes for this food, and we're pretty disappointed. Oh, that's yours. Yes, we did the sip and savor, but I don't know. All right, Pops, what do you think?
It's good. But
good?
small.
It's good but small, huh? What do you think about yours?
Good?
What do you give it? Remember, we said this, or a. What is it? What? Why? Does it taste good?
Yeah.
Do you give it a thumbs down, up, or middle? Thumbs down still? Even though the flavor? Okay. Why?
Because you give me nothing but fat. Who's leaving me?
What about you, Pops? What do you give it? A thumbs up or thumbs down? Medium?
Yeah. I don't really
Why?
like this.
Why? Oh, you don't like the vegetables part?
That's cabbage.
Bro, I don't like
Okay.
cabbage.
Oh, I see why. I just ate it right now. And I think this is actually pretty good for an adult. Kind of reminds me of when you go to Korean barbecue and you eat like the marinated vegetables. Now the chicken, let's see. Yeah. Commercial. Breaking news. This news actually happened, and an article actually got released of June 19, 2009. So this is an article that's about a year old, and this incident happened about a year ago. But I think it's important that we talk about this. Disgraced vice president of Walt Disney, convicted of child rape, gets 6 years. Portland, Oregon, a former top-level Walt Disney executive was sentenced to prison this month for nearly 7 years for child rape, which, mind you, I think that's a little bit. Michael Lanny, 73 years old, who was the vice president of Walt Disney, was found guilty of 4 counts of first-degree sexual abuse and sentenced to 18 months in prison. According to the Oregon Live, Lenny's wife, Dr. Blaine Cardell, submitted a letter to Lenny's behalf saying his wife could be expected to suffer serious consequences to her health and well-being without an in-home caregiver, a role her husband had been filling. Thankfully, the judge and district attorney did not see it that way. In response to this request, Multnomah County Deputy District Attorney Charles McKinley called the claims peculiarly offensive and insulting. I agree. Defendant wholly ignores the compelling evidence of his guilt presented to trial, including the evidence of his long-lasting sexual interest in children. McKinley wrote, Lanny, who also had to serve an additional 120 months of probation after prison, pay a $4,000 fine and register as a sex offender. $4,000? And now, quote, Evidence presented during the trial showed that in March 2017, a young girl disclosed she had been sexually abused by the Lanny. The disclosure was first reported to law enforcement in Washington State, where the victim lived at the time of her disclosure. The Portland Police Bureau assumed that the investigation after it was determined that the abuse had occurred in Portland starting in approximately 2009 when the victim was about 7 years old, the attorney office said. The court found sufficient evidence to prove beyond reasonable doubt that Lanning was guilty of the repeated sexual abuse involving the girl. While conducting their investigation into the first reported disclosure of rape and sexual abuse by the defendant, PBB detectives learned of other allegations of sexual abuse involving Lanning. That is just the tip of the iceberg. No, now you don't say. Okay. Both Brian Peck and Victor Salva were convicted of several sex crimes against children, yet went on after their convictions to enjoy lucrative careers within Disney corporations. Peck, who started in X-Men and in all three Living Dead films, served 16 months in prison and he still works with children on Disney film projects. According to the court documents reported by the Daily Mail, it detailed Peck's crimes against a child actor known as John Doe to protect his identity. The documents show Peck was originally charged with 11 counts including lewd act upon a child, sodomy of a person under 16, attempted sodomy of a person under 16, sexual penetration by foreign object, 4 counts of oral composition of a person under 16, oral composition by anesthesia or controlled substance, sending harmful matter, and using a minor for sex acts. I kind of have a feeling who this person was, but obviously I can't disclose this. It's my theory. But just think about actors who suicide themselves this past year and a half, I think, or within the 2-year mark. And I think you can kind of put 2 and 2 together as to who I think this person was, this John Doe. To highlight the nature of how Hollywood not only looks the other way in these instances, but actually condones them. Disney cared not about hiring Salva and once again gave him access to children on the set of Powder. Instead of lambasting Disney for hiring a convicted child predator, the industry went on to praise him. As controversy swirled around the filmmaker, Victor Salva, who pleaded guilty in 1980 to molesting a boy on the set of his low-budget picture Clown House, Salva's agent said that a good showing at the box office may salvage the 37-year-old director's career, the LA Times reported on October 31st, 1995. At least 3 studios are meeting with him. One has already given Victor scripts to read, said the agent, David Gresh, who declined to name the studios. If Powder does well, Gresh added, Victor will see work again. He is a true talent. If not, who's to say? Let that sink in. Not only was this man blackballed in the industry for molesting children and possessing child porn, but he was being fought over by multiple movie productions. Hollywood companies, actually, this is what it says, Hollywood companies. In fact, despite of the controversy, Salva has gone on to write and direct many more Hollywood movies since Powder, including the horror series Jeepers Creepers, which released its 3rd sequel last year. Also, TVFT reported in 2007, Joe Hanley, 58, Disney's director of music publishing, was charged with 3 counts of lewd and lascivious acts on a child. The abuse started nearly a decade ago, with the first reported victim claiming that Haley abused her when she was 15 years old, and the second victim claiming that Haley abused her from the time she was 11 years old until she was 15, according to a report from Variety. Haley's trial is currently underway. As the rest of society casts out pedophiles and makes them register as sex offenders to warn others about their tendencies to prey on children, Disney appears to be collecting them, giving them access to children, and putting them on a pedestal. A true horror story indeed. I needed to talk about this because it's important that we know that this is occurring. And the more we know, the more we can make better decisions. Now back to the fantasy world, right?
The flowing silk fans represent beauty, grace, and delicacy, and express feelings of joy. Martial arts is an ancient Chinese art that has been passed down through the years and captures China's rich cultural traditions. The ribbon dance creates beautiful movements like rainbows and peaceful clouds in the sky, and represents good fortune and prosperity.
All right, so I'm gonna try this. I don't know what this is, but I'll put it on the screen as to what it is. But I saw the picture and I wanted it because I want egg rolls and noodles. My son said it was really good, so we'll see. It's child approved, but I don't know if it's adult approved. I like it.
Also, blue.
Let's try the noodles.
I think most people's ancient.
I like it.
It's like
Cold noodles. If you don't like cold noodles, this is not for you. But I don't mind cold noodles. Alright, so the video is over. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe. Poke that like button if you liked my video. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought about my video. What did you think about the article that I talked about? What did you think about my experience with the Lunar Year? Did you try the foods that I've tried when you actually went? Did you go to Lunar Year? Because I don't know. It really closed, I think, around the end of February. I don't remember, but I think it did happen around the end of February. But
I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more of these Disney videos because of what I learned about the corporation. So we're going to see where the wind takes me. But if I do decide to continue to do Disney videos, in the meantime, while I have my pass, because I decided not to renew it because of what I learned about the corporation, when I do videos, my plan is for me to provide news and information that they don't seem to talk about, that I think it's important that the consumers know where they invest their money and the good and the bad, not just the good, because we need to know the good and the bad. So if you're interested in that, like I said, please subscribe. If not, I completely understand. If you want to get to know me, I encourage you to watch all of my other videos that I've done in the past. And hope you can stay with me. If not, thank you for watching, and I will see everybody later. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Oh, and the reason why my channel is a little bit different is because I don't sugarcoat things. I'm real about what I experience at the park. Even my past videos that I filmed and the way I edit them, I'm always honest. I don't like to kiss booty. I'm not gonna kiss Disneyland's booty. I'm not. I waste too much money, and I'm gonna be honest about my experience. And hopefully, with my honesty, you will make a better decision. And the tears of the passes. I mean, who's to say? I don't know how it's gonna be when they open up. So, in the meantime, enjoy the videos that I edit while providing valuable information in the middle.